Tom, don't be mean. Miss, don't be mean. What the hell? This isn't very nice. Hello, chaps and chapettes. Welcome to today's stream. It's a big one. It is a big one in the Premier League. It is Manchester United versus Liverpool, a fixture which has been dubbed as the Northwest Derby. I do wish it was given a bigger name and a better name. Hello, Liam. I'll explain. I will explain my my choice of shirt momentarily. How about hello, Liam? How are you doing? Hello, drumroll. How are you? Darwizzy hat trick incoming, says drumroll. I'm okay. I'm still a little bit under the weather, to be honest. I did a sick this morning. That wasn't very nice, but I feel better. I had Burger King, which was good. Yeah, so I feel like I'm over the hump now, and I'm feeling bit better, still a little bit groggy, but yes, thank you for your concern. So I wasn't able to go to the game yesterday due to due to that illness and the fact that I didn't want to potentially risk infecting my vulnerable nan. So I thought best. I was on TV anyway, so I thought best to just not go and not risk anything. And I think that was the correct decision in the end, and it was all good. Anyway, and I had a £5 free bet, and I predicted the result to be 2-0, and wouldn't you know it, it was 2-0. So, you know, I got £30, which was nice. Which was lovely. But let me know how you guys are doing. Hello, Zach. Good to have you back on the streams, my man. How are you doing? Let me know how your move from universities went and how you are generally. But yes, I am sporting the Benfica kit because, you know, I like Darwin. He's my boy. He's not my boy, but I do like him, to be fair. I'll talk about sort of like how I think the match is going to happen and sort of what I want from the match, to be honest, when we have a look at the standings. Hello, Mrs. Fuck Off Twitch. Brilliant. United, says Rob. Yeah, Zach, I'm doing great. Well, the first thing you say when you come back is you call me a fraud. Lovely. You haven't missed a beat. You haven't missed a beat there. In Darwin, we trust to the end, says Drumroll. Juicy to all, says Tom for his prediction. Love that. Zach's doing incredible, beautiful stuff. Tell me more. Hello, Mo. Not confident today. I'm usually not confident anyway, but today, not at all. I've invested some money today, says Narmbread. Tell me more. I hope you've invested it into Nobcoin, the best cryptocurrency. Hello, Florian. Burst in love with Darwin, just can't hide it anymore. I've always defended Nunez. That's the thing, Liam. The only gripes I've ever had with Nunez is people like you overhyping him before he even kicked a ball for Liverpool. And you still overhype him now. If we just go to the league standings for a second, just so we can establish what the state of play is. So, obviously, United have 2 games in hand because they're in so many cup competitions. Where are Liverpool? Liverpool currently also have 2 games in hand on City and Arsenal. So, if Liverpool win today, which could happen, you know, obviously they're at Anfield. If they win, they'll come to 42 points. They'll go to 5th and they'll have a game in hand. And if they win that game, they'll actually go to 4th. We'll talk about like how on earth Liverpool have somehow still in a top 4 race in a moment. If United fail to win, then I don't think there's any realistic chance of them finishing any higher than 3rd anyway. But it would, you know, obviously solidify their top 4 status in that respect. So it's going to be an interesting one. So there's a lot at stake here. Yeah, hello, Florian. You think 3-1 United? Is 80 kilometers 19 hours walking fast? I feel like jogging at 10 mile. I think a standard jog is like 10 kilometers an hour. So you can figure it out from that, I'm sure. Drumroll says 4-3 Liverpool. I'm going for the best game of the season from a neutral perspective. I hope it's exciting. If you actually still slander Darwin, you're an NPC. Zach, I've never slandered this man, by the way. I've never slandered him. I've always defended him. I've just always said he's not as good as some people think. I.e. Liam. Mainly Liam, to be honest. Hello, I always love you too. you're a fraud of a Borough gaffer. Definitely not. I'm an excellent Middlesbrough manager. Last time Nunez played against 10 Hares, he scored the winning goal. I'm optimistic, but very, very nervous. Yes, I think it's probably a bigger game for Liverpool than United. I think that, again, if we just go to the league standings one more time, I think that United could afford... Because let's be honest, United aren't in a title race, and none of their fans are really expecting to get higher than third. So I think United can afford to drop points here. Whereas from a Liverpool perspective, they still can afford to drop points, but they're still not obviously in and around they're not in the top four yet. So I do feel like the points will matter more from a Liverpool perspective. So the onus will be on them to try to win the game, I think. Mo says a 1-1. And Mo also says this league stinks. How we close top four, and that's what we can talk about at some point, because today's debate of the day does involve, a question of the strength of this Premier League at the top level. Anyway, we can maybe talk about that later, or whenever anyone wants to activate the debate. Yeah, gate score predictions in if you haven't already done so, guys. Liam says we win 2-0. Hello, Musty. I am mainly a Bovista fan, but I do like Benfica as well. Invested money into UV lights and some special seeds. Nambra, tell me more. Zach says, can anyone give me a single good reason for dropping by Chetic? Who would you have instead, Zach? Would you maybe swap out Harvey Elliott for him? I mean, we can also just talk about the teams just before kickoff. The United team is basically how you would expect it to be. Good to see, from a United perspective, Varane and Martinez in there. Yeah, it looks like basically their best starting 11. I don't think they've got any major injuries, do they? Oh, Christian Eriksen, but I think they're fine. Sancho's on the bench. Garnacho's on the bench as well. Hello, KX. Yeah, and then from Liverpool, who do they have on the bench? They've got Thiago out. There were so many injuries. Arthur, Ramsey, Gomez, Diaz, Keita, and Thiago are all out. Jota, Firmino's leaving at the end of the season, isn't he? Yeah, so if I was a Liverpool fan, I'd be incredibly concerned about this battle here. With Rashford up against Trent. Henderson is going to have to be working overtime. I think Salah's got to provide more support than maybe he has been doing. Really excited to see Konate in this sort of matchup, because I feel like he's barely played in the Premier League in his 2 years so far at Liverpool. I feel like he's barely played. So yeah, I'm very interested, because I was really whenever he plays, he's impressive, but I feel like he barely ever plays. Have I made that up? Let me know. Yeah, so excited to see that. But yeah, it'll be a big game. Hopefully it's going to be an exciting game, and I'm going to go for a draw. I hope it's going to be exciting, but I don't think it will be. So I'm going to go 1-1. That's what I'm going to go. Next, Heisenberg. Okay, now I'm Preds. Zach says, I'd swap out Harvey Elliott. When's Klopp can realise he ain't a midfielder? Yep, Zach, totally agree. Dropping by Chetic is weird. I think maybe we play a 4-4-2. Yeah, so today's... And Mo's activated. Mo was touching on it. Because I thought about this when I looked at the league table. Because Liverpool haven't been good this season, obviously. But if they win their 2 games in hand, they will be in 4th place. And then that got me thinking about, how weak is this Premier League season in respect of the teams at the top? I'm not disrespecting Arsenal, because they've been very good. But, Liverpool have obviously dropped off significantly. City aren't as good as they were last year. Chelsea are in a weird transitional phase. Spurs are Spurs. And you've got the likes of, Fulham and Brentford, in and around the European slots. I think towards the lower end of the table, it's quite even and competitive and interesting. But yeah, let me know what you guys think towards the top of the table. Is it just a particularly weak season, or am I being too harsh there? What do you think? Other than that, it's ass, says Mo. This season is worse than City Pool era. Liam says Trent seems to be much more comfortable alongside Konate, so I'm fine with Trent. Elliott worries me. Well, it's only Anthony on that side, so you don't have to worry about that. No, I'm joking. Henson's going to have to work a 24-hour shift, and there we go. We have kicked off. I really hope it's an exciting game. I'm seeing so much pain. If we score a goal, I'm not going to celebrate. Wait, KX, why are you in so much pain? Nambret is 2-1. Yeah, oh, if you're watching the F1, guys, if you want to keep me updated on that, hello, Tayab. Owl says we are indeed Spurs. You know what I mean, though? Like, you can't really put your finger on Spurs. Dalwitty scoring overhead kick, I hope so. Spurs true words never spoken, so Zach, yeah. Tape says Liverpool get top 4 if they win today. Yeah, it could be a huge turning point for them, and conversely, it could be a huge detriment if they're not able to win. The channel's broken. Mo, with your fraudulent bean sports. You don't want to keep up with the F1 anymore. KX, I thought you were excited about it starting. What's happened? Immediately Harvey Elliott's down and Gatpo. Oh, because Ferrari reek. Ah, okay. Because they've had a whole like off season to figure it out. What's going on? You go into every game expecting to lose. Red Bull are ruining the fun. Alonso's third, that's all you need to know. Yeah, well, this is why, like, all of the F1 watch-alongs we did last year, I know we only did a few, but the Silverstone one, that was really fun because I know it didn't end well, but that was, I felt like that was quite a particularly good race and it was interesting. You couldn't really tell who was going to win. And then thereafter, it was just, oh, Verstappen's won this one, Verstappen's won this one. And I was like, it was just like, you sort of knew who was going to win, like, after the first lap. It was like, brilliant. And Mo maybe tried turning it off and on again. I'm not sure. But there we go. Not too, because in my head, even if United win, I'm still thinking that United aren't really going to challenge for cities in and around the city's area. So I don't have huge investment in who wins this. I would just much rather an entertaining game, to be honest. If we ignore the fact Verstappen exists, this season will be very fun. Well, shall we just do that? Should we just give him like a points deduction? Minus 15 points straight away. Pull a Juve on him. Why not? British GP was a good race. Only tend to get those kind of races twice per season. Yeah, and that was the first one we did a watch along for, and I really liked that one. I didn't know what was going on, but I really liked it. I think someone crashed right at the start. Hamilton did really well, who I like. And then he got robbed at the end or something. Can't remember the full details. It's Harvey Elliott, and it's a good block. Liverpool starting strong here. And you can hear the Anfield roar. And that's not a good ball. But that's very good. And very promising from Liverpool so far. Harvey Elliott cutting inside. Yeah, that was the one, Musty, yeah. It's working out. Did my technical advice work? Red Bull are like the Madrid in the Champions League. There's loads of great racing behind them. Yeah. Indeed. It's like watching the relegation race, isn't it? It's got a winner's mentality. It's just, you know, boring from a spectator's perspective. Liverpool started strong against Real Madrid. No, I'm pretty not wrong. You're not wrong. But this is a different animal, isn't it? And Canate's playing as well, not Joe Gomez. That's a big difference maker as well. Speaking of Champions League, what's the next Champions League games? Hello, Will. How you doing, my mum? How's the first 3 minutes been? I've just tuned in. So, yeah, we've literally just started. Liverpool in the, obviously, very early days, but Liverpool looking good. Liverpool looking good. Already had a shot on goal, which was blocked. But it's very early days. Nothing apart from that has really happened yet. A red card. Yeah. Araujo. Is that how you pronounce his name? Spurs versus Milan and Chelsea versus Dortmund. We'll probably do Chelsea-Dortmund, I feel like. Oh, wait. If they're on different days. Are they two at the same time? I can't remember how it works. Yeah, there must be. Salah doing bits and then Fred out. Oh, wait, it's not actually F1. Let's have a look. Just to confirm. Where does City play? What are the games? Oh, it's Bayern PSG, guys. We're going to do that one. So, no offense, Spurs Milan, but I'm definitely not watching that one. I know I'm wearing a Benfica kit, but if you watch Benfica Bruges over Chelsea Dortmund, yeah, I just don't know what to say. Araujo. Oh, God. Firmino, yeah, Firmino's apparently leaving at the end of the season. And so is Milner, and so is Ox, and so is Keita. And there's talk about they want to sell Fabinho and Gomez. There's going to have to be a very big, very, very, very big rebuild at Liverpool if that's the case and they lose, like, 5 players. Even if they're only, like, fringe or squad, you still need a squad. So there's going to have to be some big activity if that is the case. I've got hiccups now. Mbappe masterclass. Latest week should be fun. No Neymar, apparently. Is that right, Mo? No Neymar? Oh, God. We are Spurs. I wouldn't watch this either. Tom's back. Lovely. But yeah, so on the Tuesday, we'll be doing Chelsea, Dortmund. Wednesday, Bayern, PSG. And then the week after, obviously, there's City, Leipzig. And I can't remember what the other one is. Oh, Real Madrid, Liverpool, yeah. We will watch that. Even though it's basically done. Stranger things have happened. You never know. You never know. I love Firmino so much. Why does he have to leave? Maybe he's just thinking, look, I've achieved what I feel like I can achieve. Maybe he doesn't feel as strong in his own and confident in his own ability, and maybe he like wants to pass the baton over to the next crop, as the next ones being Gakpo, Nunez, etc. Maybe, not sure. Potentially. Robertson ball in comes to Nunez in the end. I thought that was Van Dijk. Casemiro pops it away to Anthony, who loses out to Robertson. Let me know what you guys think, especially if you're Liverpool fans. I know hindsight's a beautiful thing, but you do feel like Salah maybe should he have been moved on, sold, and then the funds used to refresh the squad elsewhere. Liverpool should sign Eric Garcia, who we've learned is actually 6 foot. No Neymar, which means PSG are the favourites. Whoa, Mo. Whoa, I thought you were a big Neymar advocate. What the hell? I'm not a fraud. I'd rather Salah leave before Firmino. We'd be heartbroken either way. Liverpool going to sell 5 players. They're going to get 2 40 mil players, and the board's going to say they've stretched the budget. Can you imagine? He's just jumping ship because they stinks as well. Interesting. I fully blame Firmino leaving on Klopp. Tell me more, Zach. Final lap now. Verstappen leading home a Red Bull 1-2. Alonso with a surprise podium for Aston. Well, Aston Martin, we take that. I like Aston Martin because, British. Neymar's the only PSG attacker who tries to press. Bless him, says Seb. Yeah, they're obviously losing from the first leg, and they are going away to Germany. So I'd be very surprised if PSG got out of that one. I thought they were poor against Bayern overall. Here's Elliott. Oh, that's a really nice ball. And Nunez with the back heel, but then I don't think Elliott was expecting it. Nunez recycles. That's a terrible pass, and United able to clear it out. But that's, again, promising work. Promising work from Liverpool so far. Shut up, Will. Say didn't want to be in competition with the younger lads. I feel like it's the right time to move on. I think it's a correct move from him because, as I say, he's sort of taken the club over himself. He's not gone, well, I could stay here and but what do I have to offer going forwards? Am I just going to get in the way? So you may be singing, pass it on to the next generation. Yeah, Liverpool have been the better side so far. I think it's fair to say they've been in control. United not really able to get a grip on the game so far. Ten Hag uses one of those pedo pens. He uses those the pens where it's got 4 different ink bits. Here is Anthony. It takes a shot. It's actually a dangerous shot. I thought it was a bit of a nothing one, yeah, but it was actually going right into the bottom corner. Alisson had to make sure it wasn't on target. It's a tricky one. Yeah, it may have just been going wide, but Alisson could not take that risk. Why does Nunez always back heel or do weird flicks? Because he's Darwin Nunez. Wow, Will. Don't be mean to Punez. Ten Hag thinks he's Mourinho with that notebook. Wankton is so bad, says Seb. It's his first season, to be fair. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, but yeah, every time I've seen him, he's been, on most occasions, he's been a little bit lackluster. Of course you like those pens, Narmbread, you so-and-so. This Elliott guy needs to accept he can't play football. Oh my god, Zach, that's harsh. Can we all talk about how shit Bournemouth are conceding in the 98th minute? Yeah, that was very frustrating. All I would say about that is before a ball was kicked, you would have expected Arsenal to win that one very comfortably. So it's not at all a surprise that they won. you can look at it two ways. You can say, oh, they overcame, you know, they overcame conceding 2 goals. They overcame, and they overcame that, and then they ended up winning in the 98th minute. Positives, mentality. Or you can interpret it as, well, they conceded 2 goals against one of the worst sides in the Premier League, and were 2-0 down for large portions of it. Is that sustainable? I'm not sure. That's why it'll be interesting to see what happens in their next few games. I never seen him beat his man. He's just pure left foot, inshallah. Yeah, he just lost the ball there as well, to be fair. No Tavernier, no party. True, Will. Very true. Oh, a bit of miscommunication with Martinez and De Gea. Liverpool able to get the ball back. Most of Arsenal shouldn't be happy with that performance. Yeah, I mean, as I say, context is a thing. And you're just relieved to win, but do you want to be relying on that sort of thing too frequently? It's very rare that you can consistently concede 2 goals and win football matches. It's very rare that you'll score at least 3 goals. So it is something to note. It's also interesting because it's totally opposite to the Arsenal in the first half of the season where they looked invincible. Weghorst has picked up the ball. Anthony's done well, has he? No, he's not. Van Dijk just smashes it into him. That's a goal kick. If Solanke is your main striker in the Prem, you should just surrender. Yes, Solanke is. AIDS. Madly's ref for this one. Thank you for that, Owl. Ten Hag's writing love messages to Rashford. Leave him alone. Is that what it is? Okay, interesting. You could say Bournemouth did at Spurs. Yeah, not wrong. As soon as that bum Gomez gets binned, Konate comes back, will look much better defensively. I always like Konate when he plays. And that's what I was going to do, wasn't it? I was going to see how many games he's played, because even though every time I've seen him play, he's mostly been good, I feel like I normally see Matip or Gomez there. Yeah, he's only... Yeah, last season... So this is his second season. Last season, he only played 11 times in the Premier League. And this season, it's only 6 so far. This will be his 7th. Has he been injured? Has he just been injured? Not even 20 appearances in 2 years so far. Has he been injured? I'd say it's not sustainable. We're entering the late stages of the season. I think if you got like around 5 games to go, Mo, I definitely agree with you. But we've still got 12 games left. So I think the overall performances have to change. I don't think it's enough to think we can keep playing on that and get away with it. I do think that they've got to try to rediscover what they were doing, you know, just after the World Cup and before. He's very injury prone, mix of injuries and Klopp cookery. Because if I was a Liverpool fan, if he's fit, he'd probably be my starting centre half over Van Dijk as well. The way he's been playing this season. Even for France, he was excellent. Here is Fabinho. Salah with some space. Trent providing an overlap. Salah doesn't go for it, and he takes a shot, and it's well over. Not the right decision by Mo. My Weghorst on FIFA needs to be upgraded. Brilliant. No waxed. Could someone please ban this bot? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, Seb. Yeah, call him a nonce as well if you could. That'd be great. If Liverpool lose, let's all bet on what Klopp will blame the match on. Amazing. Well, him as well. Yeah, if we can ban Mo as well, that'd be sensational. Get bagged. Sorry, Mo. This is the end for you. Is that handball by Weghorst? It looked like it. Yes, indeed, it was. I know Weghorst has been criticised for not being that good at finishing, but I like Weghorst. I like what he offers the team. Fred and Van Dijk are having a fight. Fred's being a little baby about it. Like, it's not your ball. You can't just hold on to it, you weirdo. Also, why are you trying to get involved in a fight with Van Dijk? He will eat you alive, mate. That was odd. The 2 Liverpool fullbacks over this set piece. Convert, I've got money on you to score. Oh, Tom, what's your bet? Is this actual money or is this the fake money? Robertson, ball in. Falls to Konate. Comes to Hendo, clipped in deep. Trent at the back post. That's a very weird sort of sliced cross. It causes chaos, though. Harvey Elliott, and it's out. That was interesting. A lot of chaos there. LNobbins Veghorst has been a good sign. Yeah, I like him. It's been a snooze fest so far, says Zach. It has, but it has been mainly Liverpool threat. Seb says this pool team is so washed. Game permit as a second option, then move on Anthony Martial. Yeah, I totally agree, especially because I feel like Veghorst is a facilitator, and Veghorst facilitates someone like Rashford on the left, in the same way that Firmino facilitated Mane and Salah. But Anthony needs to improve, obviously. From what I've seen, I don't know if he's going to be good enough to be that guy. But it is early days. I don't know who they get instead, though. To be fair. Maybe try to play Sancho there, even though Sancho's better numbers and games at Dortmund came on the left. But most United fans want Rashford to stay as a left player, not a striker. Hello, Kevin, mate. West Ham do play City soon. I'll actually be abroad when that happens, so I won't actually be able to watch it. But yes, I think it's 2 weeks, something like that. Man City have now won 18 of their 20 home team, 18 of their 20 home games across all competitions. Really? What were the 18 of their 20 home games? What were the ones we didn't win? Was it the loss against Brentford, and was it Everton we drew against? I think it was. That's decent. We take those. Their course is the team's security. Well, this is nice by United. Anthony, ball in. Fabinho just clears it away. And here's Gakpo. Look how deep he is. Into Salah. It's a really good hold-up play by Salah. And then he gives the ball away. No, he doesn't. He recycles. Well done. Well done, Salah. I agree, Mo. Shut up, Will. Please take it easy, says Kevin. I cannot promise that. Where we're going? It's a family holiday. Going to I think Lanzarote with the family. So it's going to be lovely. It's going to be me, my sister, and my parents. It's going to be wonderful stuff because I haven't been on holiday with them for ages, since pre-COVID. So that's going to be lovely. Happy on Eddie getting his 100th Premier clean sheet. Yeah, it was good. It's a nice thing. He's either the third fastest to get to 100 or something, which is very good. If City didn't have a third kit, they would have already hit 100 points. Interesting take, Seb. I want to be abroad when we get relegated. Kevin, do you think... I mean, it's a genuine possibility. Do you think that will happen? I bring in my boyfriend. I wish. Henderson with the shot. And it falls to Darwizzy. It's wide. And the flag's off anyway. Go on holiday every 2 months. Mo, when was the last time I went on holiday? The last time I went on holiday was when I went to Portugal. Which was... was it April of last year? That's a year ago, bro. What are you on? Snooze fest so far. Yeah, this match started in a promising way. I feel like Liverpool are maybe going to have to score to kickstart the match. I feel like if United score, they'll just try to set up shop almost. Stop the torture sub on by Chetic. Ellie and Hendo are actually unwatchable together. Ball falls to De Gea, claims that easily. I'm going to do a random country generator, and whenever it lands, I've got to go, okay? Oh, if Rashford can get on this, he can. Van Dijk's screaming at the linesman, gets the ball in. That's a corner. Oh, he's very upset at the linesman. He's an upset lad. Every big game this season has stunk shite other than United, Arsenal, Spurs. City Spurs was good at the Etihad. At Spurs, it was a shit game, but at the Etihad, that was good. That was the 4-2. And been on holiday since pre-COVID. Italy for a week in Turin. Loved it. I do like Italy. I like Italy a lot. It's quite rustic. Musty, what the fuck? Rwanda. Amazing. Are the Conshore fat bastards? Why not? Last broad holiday I went on was in Cyprus. I don't think I've ever been to Cyprus. I've been near there because I've been to Greek islands near Cyprus. Yeah, the thought of coming. That was an interesting spectacle for sure. Exactly, Mo. I think United would be more than happy with a point. They can afford to lose it. I've been to Cyprus and it's lovely. Oh yeah, City Arsenal was a good one as well at the Emirates. Groom's going to cook Mendy and McDabbie next season. Well, I'm pretty sure Mendy's contract expires. Let's double check. I think it expires this summer. So let's double check that. So finally, he'll stop being a City player. Yeah, his contract expires in June of this year. You went to Australia with your ex 2 months ago. What's it like in Australia, Kevin? I've never been. Was it nice? Was it good? I know their Christmases are very sunny. It's going to be a long 90 minutes. Oh, the referee. That was a perfect ball to the referee. ACO Mendy excuse expire. Well, yes, exactly. That's when they expire. Oh, that's a nice ball into Trent. Look at Robertson. Look at how high the fullbacks are here. Take a shot, mate. It's cut inside brilliantly well, but the shot was going wide anyway, and Martinez blocked it in any event. That's better from Liverpool. It's just a shame that it was Robertson who was being forced to cut in on his right foot. Hello, Max. How you doing? Did Spurs lose yesterday? Your right foot is terrible. I assume he's still getting paid, yeah. Because his contract, he's been suspended. His contract was never terminated. Robert with the ball in, and Darwin. Oh, it's a corner. Oh, it's good defending. Was a game we both had a football tournament. Oh, sick. How did you do in your tournament, Kevin? It's good work by Martinez. I'm surprised Darwin didn't get to it first. But it is a good block by Martinez, to be fair. 1-0 to Wolves. Yeah, I didn't watch the game, but... Pruney got called up. Well in. Love that. You had to actually have some incredible centre-halves. Says, Zach, yeah, Martinez is doing bits. Lots of people doubted him and his height, but clearly he's up to it. How did he not get to it first? He did get to it first, but it was blocked, I believe. Sounds about right, Owl. Will says, Elliot is a seriously good footballer. If you don't rate him, I don't trust you. I guess it's maybe just because he's not being played in his best position. What is his best position? Is it on the right wing? Hot take. Liverpool should have sold Salah rather than giving him an extension to move on to the next generation. And they should have made Elliot their starting right winger. Opinion? What do you guys reckon? Look at Anthony. This is really nice. By Rashford. He played in Anthony. He's onside. Rashford wants it back post. Again, he's trying the outside of the foot cross. It doesn't really work. Comes to Casemiro, who gives it straight to Salah. Good tracking back by him. Yeah, Will, I think I agree with you. Umpa Lumpa's pocketed Nunez so far, says Seb. Team played for won the tournament. Unlost one game due to going down to 10 men. Well done, Kevin. Absolute scenes. What position are you again? Are you a goalkeeper? I can't quite recall. Weghorst? Oh. And tried to slip in Rashford. And he had to commit a lot of bodies here, but Nunez can't control it. I bet this is good to see. You think stars who are really good players can make this... Will, I hate you so much. It's more the fact that there was a whole... I don't know the exact situation in terms of his contract, but there was the whole thing about, you know, they're going to have to break their wage structure to keep him. And if they sold him, they could have reinvested the team. And the whole thing is... You did feel like the squad was in need of a refresh. Probably... God, Martinez was not letting him pass there. That was strong defending by Martinez, I think. I think that's fine. I think that's all right from Martinez. It's a little bit cheeky, but that's all right. It's simply to wind you up, Fairs. Okay, maybe it is a foul. Nobbins, do you agree Nobbins is a certified fraud? Definitely not. Elliot needs to be taken to jail for identity theft. Zach, you don't like him. Oh, you're a right back. Ah. If you had to compare yourself to an actual player, Kevin, what are you? Who are you? Let's be having you. What a ball that is! It's got to be a goal. How on earth have you missed that? Bruno. What a ball that was by Dallo. He's well onside. I mean, it's terrible defending. He's got to get that on target, I feel like. Maybe Alisson would have saved it. Oh, it's quite close. Maybe I'm being too harsh. That's better from United. That's their best chance so far. But that was too easy. Like, Fernandez was just left unmarked at the back post. Trent getting beat to the back post. Who would have thought? Yeah. It's almost as if he's a defensive liability at the elite level. Will, did you win, mate? I compared myself to Wan-Bissaka. Shit going forward is great defensively. Kevin, love that from you. As we've seen, there's no point being a fullback if you can't at least defend. What a ball that is to Rashford! And he doesn't get the contact right at all. One ball, though. It's a really good pass by Shaw, but that's too easy. And Rashford just sort of messes up the finish. You'd expect him in the form he's in to be able to bury that. But again, United demonstrating that their fullbacks are the creative threat. Musty's still disabled. Yeah, he says you're in goal and you took one for the team, yeah? I've been hearing calls for him to be decapitated. And Nunez loses the ball again. Weghorst trying to play Rashford. Henderson read it, though. Oh, they're top of the league. Off only 4-1. That's all right. Normally it's like 18-0, I feel like. This has been more interesting in the last few minutes. Here is Sal. He's got Trent in support. He finds Casemiro instead. But he can only play as far as Henderson. Darwin. Salah. Trying to overload here. Salah gives the ball away. Somehow he's kept it, but Darwin was offside, so had to leave it. And that's really good play by Van Dijk. And I think I've only just noticed that actually Weghorst has been moved to the 10 and Rashford has been moved centrally and Bruno is on the left. So I've only just noticed that. So it's actually that. With Fernandez on the left. He normally is on the right, which is interesting, but there you go. It's a thing. You play central midfield for your Saturday team. Kevin, that's a big step up. How are you experiencing that? How are you finding that? But Musty took one for the team. That's what matters. That's what matters. What do you guys reckon about Rashford? Long term, is he a striker? Or is he best coming off that left side? I guess if you play him at strike, you can play Sancho on the left. But what do you guys reckon? Around 30 minutes been played so far. Martinez has got into a pickle there. Didn't need to overplay it. And here come Liverpool. Luke Shaw's got some work to do. Oh, Salah, nearly a nice ball into Darwin. And it's a foul. He could play both, win. He's 1,000% inside forward. He cannot play it with his back to goal, Will says. That's what Gasky keeps telling me. I'm inclined to agree. It's rough, says Will. Oh, Mr. Muscle. Right. Set piece. Liverpool. Come on. Let's have a goal in this game. Up. Up, up, up. Martinez's hype comes from being dirty and acting like some midget warrior. He is also good, to be fair. Oh, we could have a counter here. No, we couldn't. Robertson nips that in the bud. Fernandez wants to get the ball moving. Yes, we could. Look at Rashford if he's... Onside, why didn't Anthony play him in really early? Canate had to get it right, and he did. Rashford's upset. He wanted the ball in much earlier. Anthony's like, sorry. But I just need to work on my attacking play, says Kevin. Yeah, well, to be fair, going from right back to central midfield, that is not an easy conversion at all. Tom, was it the one where you called me a fraud? Oh, why's my throat all claggy? Blech. 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 Yeah, put it again then, Tom. If he was 6-1, no one would give a shit about him, says Rusty. I don't know, I think I like Martinez, to be fair. The players need to score. Oh, here we go. Rashford, Weghorst, Salah, Darwizzy in any order. God, what? You need all of them to score? Or just one? Will says, people see a centre-half who actually tackles and is physical, and they have an aneurysm because they're used to aura Van Dijk defending. Yeah, me personally, I much prefer an active centre-back rather than a passive one. This is why I really like Ruben Diaz. Because he's very aggressive and gets stuck in and will put his body on the line rather than just backing off. Oh, foul by United there. And that isn't really what Van Dijk does. He is much more of a passive defender. I guess it's a less risky strat, but at the same time, at some point you've got to commit. And maybe has that been exposed a little more? Could Gakpo giving the finger wave? Yeah, he's getting stuck in it. I'd much rather have Diaz than Lissandro. Oh yeah, of course, yeah. But I still like Martinez as well. And guys, I don't know if you knew this, but he's left-footed. Oh, United with the shot. Alisson easily saves it from the Dalot header. Aggressive one and one aura one. Yeah, that would be the ideal combination. Absolutely. Absolutely. You do need that balance. People acting like Sanchez's second coming of Jesus. Oh yeah, well, it's some people, but I mean, you know, people always overestimate players, don't they? United have only attacked 3 times, and all 3 attacks have been better than ours. Yeah, every single time. Yeah, Liverpool. That's a very good point by Mo. Liverpool are coming forwards more, and it's like meh. But then in the little occasions where United come forwards, it's like, oh, there could be a goal here. They're much more efficient in their attacking threat. Need all 4 to score, Jesus. Not been seeing a Make-A-Wish kid play 5-yard pass with his left foot. Yeah, for fuck's sake. Will. Sign him up, though, yeah? Sign him up. He's probably, you know, by the fact he's left-footed, that's probably upped his value by 30 million. Here's Robertson. He's got Darwin. This is a really good chance. They're actually in behind United. That's a good ball, is it? No, Casemiro gets to it first. Oh, Gakpo and Elliott were waiting for that cross from Darwin. Zach says, thing with Van Dijk is, the guy went through an ACL injury and covered. It only takes an ACL to put you off being aggressive. But I don't know if he was... I don't think he was ever really that player, to be fair. He was, even before his ACL, he was always known for his more passive play. And there's nothing wrong with being passive. But yeah. Is it you, Musty? Are you the left footer? Or is it your brother? Is it one of those? Casemiro is a very good signing. I made a video about it when it happens. Cheers, Punes ruined the game again. Yeah, he's not having a good game, to be fair, Darwin. And it is making it very tricky for me. Oh, that's nearly lovely by Salah, but Shaw does foul him. I feel there's got to be a yellow card coming soon, for sure. How many times is that now? Where he keeps bringing down Salah. What's your question, though, Tom? You fraud. Oh, shut up, Musty. The Mendy one is so disappointing because he was the one. He was perfect. He was at that time. When was that? Was that 2017? He was one of the best attacking left-backs in the world at that point. He was young. He was the perfect Guardiola player. And he started his City career, and he was genuinely excellent. And then he got injured, and that's the end of it. Such a shame, because he would have been perfect. This ref wildens his body. My cat hits her ball with her left paw, thinks she could play for City. Yeah, well, her left back paw, maybe. I'm left-footed. I played right centre-half today. Will, they're not utilising you properly, mate. Sort them out. The Casemiro performance, in contrast to the Fabinho one, shows the levels between the teams, says Mo. I feel a bit sorry for Fabinho. There was some chart about how much football Fabinho's played. And he's played, in terms of minutes, he's played as much as a 35-year-old. And how old is he? Is he 29? So, I do feel a little bit sorry for him. He's been burnt to the ground. No, you can't, Tommy Fraud. No, you can't. And those first few games were absolutely insane. There was one against... Oh, was it? He was really good against Liverpool, where we won 5-0. And there was another one where he just like kept getting... I think he got like 2 assists in one game or something. There was like one ball in particular played to Aguero. It was like, oh, I love this guy. Look at the pace from Shaw. He's burning Trent. Salah gets back, does really good defensively. I'm a left-footed centre-half. How much am I worth in today's market? Zach, a lot. That's one of my future YouTube videos that I am working on. I'm just trying to... Hopefully, I'll be collaborating with someone on that. I'm just trying to establish stuff. Why can't I speak? Port Bloke has been ran to the ground so much. He's physically finished by 29. Blame relies on FSG and Klopp, yeah. In that sort of period. Who was the backup 6? Was it Henderson, I guess? Technically. He's not who isn't one. Oi, don't be mean to Evie, Tom. She's a lovely, lovely cat. She's a lovely lady. Don't be mean. There's a good throw by United. Comes to Dallo. Rashford wants it and he gets it. No, he doesn't. The ball wasn't good enough. Fernandez is like, why didn't you pass it to me? That's how he said it. That is how he said it. I've been seeing a left foot centre half break the lines. He's missed the birth of his first child to watch. I do love me a left-footed centre-half. Oh, I thought Robson was going to have a fight, but no, he's not. He's all good. Name's Kurt. Why has he got Tom at the end, then? That's confusing. They didn't even have a backup. It's him or an out-of-position Henderson. That's what I'm saying, yeah. Hello, Ashley, mate. How are you doing, sir? My boy. Kurt hates Toms and cats. Why? Why don't you like Toms? What about Tom Cats? You must really hate them. Oh, that's a nice through ball by Casemiro. Anstey's got to do so much better there. Why didn't he just take the shot? Why is he trying to round the keeper? Take the shot, my man. Elliot punts it. But again, it's too easy. It's a lovely ball by Casemiro, but it's far too simple for United. There's just no... There's like no pressure on balls like that. Robertson fouls Anthony, apparently. Tifa needs to do a video call. What does Elliot actually do? Yeah, you're not wrong. Elliot does give the ball away there. Is he onside? Oh, no, he's off. Never mind. He's off. Never mind. Irrelevant. But still, it is a warning sign. One of them's called Liam Hub, the fraud. I'll keep defending Darwin, but I can only take it so far. Do you know what I mean? There's a United player down here. Do not stop the play. It's not a head injury. It's a good tracking back by Rashford. Good work by him. On Darwin. It was Varane. See, Varane's fine. Like, just because you've fallen over doesn't mean play has to be stopped. Get up. Hello, Josh. How you doing? I've been to the terrace recently. Not this week, Musty, but I will be on Monday. I will be on Monday, Musty. I wasn't on last week, but I was the week before. And the week before that, and the week before that, etc., etc. Yellow card here for Fabinho, I think that was. No way Rashford tracked back. The hunger, the passion of this man. Oh, Varane's number has been absolutely rinsed by grass. Yeah, Fabinho just trips up Rashford there. Simple yellow. I'm really hating the rise in players doing that card gesture. If a player does that to me, they get a card. Is that for dissent? Hello, Oliver. How are you doing, matey? Oh, excuse me. Look at Fabinho's bald head. Aren't heads weird? It's going to trigger him, yeah. Yeah, Oliver, I'm doing good. Oh, I was saying earlier, because I've been ill the last couple of days. Of course I did, Oliver. I have been ill. But I treated myself to a Burger King with some of my winnings. Oh, Casemiro heads it in. And he's offside. It did look like a weird goal. He did look very close to the goal. Casemiro from these set pieces. He's deadly. Oh, yeah, he's well off. He's not even... Yeah, I think there's 3 United players who are offside there. Yes, ordered Burger King. It was delicious. I had a £5 free bet, and I bet City to win 2-0. 30 quid. We love that. So today I had Burger King. Love it. I had a bacon double cheeseburger XL with chicken nuggets. Oh, it was good. Oh! It was lovely. The United player was keeping Casemiro on. Yeah, he just didn't time his run properly. It was delicious. I needed the food as well, just because I felt so ill. But that did it. Satiating. No cap. Right. Come on now. I feel like the game started in an interesting way, and then we had like a 20-minute dead spell, and then we had a 5-minute interesting spell. But this is interesting. Gakpo, what a cut-in! Oh, that's a lovely goal by Gakpo. I love the fact he cut in. Oh, the touch on the left, the cut-in, the shot. Sensational strike, sensational football by Gakpo, and a lovely ball to him as well. Love that. Fuck off, Cody. Really nice goal. Fred caught out of position. Yes, it was a brilliant goal. Gakpo. It started from a switch by Alisson to Robertson. Gakpo's just left on his own. Let's check he's onside. Oh, I think he's well onside. Luke Shaw's playing him onto the back. Varane gets beaten too easily. It's a lovely finish. Once he beats Varane, that's it. It is poor defending by Fred, and it's poor defending by Varane, but it's an unbelievable touch by Gakpo, and the finish is lovely. Really nice. Really nice finish by him. Lovely. Thoughts on Callum Wilson being the worst striker on planet Earth? It's a great question. Me and Gasky were talking about this. We were both like, why does Isak not play? Is he injured? Because he came on against United in the League Cup final and was infinitely better. Came on against City and was infinitely better. Wait, how are United in here? What happened there? That was weird. Oh, it's offside. Okay, that was such a weird move then. What happened there? Oh, he's well offside. That's why. That looks so confusing. Yeah, he's well offside. I was so lost then. I didn't see the ball beforehand. I was like, how on earth have United already got that far up the pitch? Oliver says there must be some cosmological law which states United and Liverpool can't be successful in the same season. I think that's happened once in the Premier League era. Is that 2009, maybe? The Robson pass, it was lovely. Eddie Howe feeling generous, so he just lets his opponents play against 10 men. But yeah, but genuinely, I think, is it Isak? Has Isak just been injured? I know he's injured towards the start of his career, but then I thought he like got back from the injury, and I don't know why he's on the bench because I don't know what Wilson does apart from like miss sitters. Isak. I'm not very good at pronouncing names, guys. You should know this by now. Hello, Saud. Yeah, that was a really nice Liverpool goal, to be honest. Question the defending from Varane and Fred, obviously, but take nothing away from the touch and the finish. Lovely. Isak. Well, mostly says sack. Isak. There we go. Thank you. Martin Tyler, Gary Neville and commentary should actually be a crime, says Baldy. He came back from injury about a month ago. Well, I don't get it then. Musty says it's an S, Isak. I would trust Musty. Because Will's a dirty Mackham. Slippy Fred says, Baldy, you're not wrong. And there we go, half time. Big goal by Gakpo. Lovely move. Awful defending. And you might say that goal maybe came against the run of play. United had a couple of chances. A couple of half chances that weren't quite able to convert or get the last ball right. So it came at a very fortuitous time for them. But yeah, Liverpool not able to actually do anything with that early domination that they had. Liverpool lead 1-0. Sorry. Words. God, I'm having a stroke today. United not able to deal with that fucking domination they had. Words. I have AIDS, guys. Don't worry about it. Can we all talk about how Gordon tackled himself yesterday? Yeah, that was great. Cake says, my only question is why Gakpo sniffed Nunes' armpit. No, don't mute, Will. That's not very nice. That's not very nice at all. We're now going to head over to the Noblet phone in. Here we go. Teb says, this is Dallo's fault. Hello, Rob. How are you doing? Mo says, let me in. I will let you in, mate. I'll let you in. If you sign up to the Patreon and become a Noblet, the link is there. You can see all the perks on the left-hand side of your screen. Oh, Will has just dipped. There we go. As I say, guys, if you would like to support the channel, support your boy, and also get some lovely perks, you can sign up to the Patreon. You can do ! Patreon to acquire the link, or if you're watching on YouTube, the link is in every single YouTube video description. If you've got any questions for our Noblets as we speak to them, feel free to do so. But let's start, shall we, with Liam, who is a Darwin Nunez advocate and is a Liverpool fan. Hello, Liam.
Hello, mate.
How you doing?
I don't really know, to be honest.
Okay, tell me more.
I'd be lying if I haven't been shitting bricks the whole game, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
They're impressing me, but they're worrying me at the same time.
Yeah, Liverpool or United?
And play like this, United.
Okay.
But obviously, the scoreline is a reason to be happy. So
100%.
I'll be happy for now.
100%, yeah. And who impressed you the most in that first half from a Liverpool perspective?
Probably Salah. No one else is Salah or Kanate. No one else. Henderson. The whole midfield, other than Fabinho, has been fucking awful. Nunes hasn't been great.
No. Which is a shame because, we like Nunes, don't we?
Yeah. Fred has been the best player on the pitch by quite a distance, I think. Fred, it says it all. Fred is making our midfield look shocking. It's just embarrassing. I'm worried. I'm worried for the second half.
Hello, Trish, who says, wish City played more intensity like this. Don't know what Pep has against pace players. It's because he likes more control. Musty says, can you ask Liam's thoughts on Harvey Elliott?
He has been fucking awful. He was all right in the first 10 minutes. Yeah, he's not been good. I don't think anyone's been that good, to be honest.
No, it's been an odd game, hasn't it? And
he shouldn't be playing.
Who should be playing? Should it be Bajcetic?
Yeah, Bajcetic.
Fairs. Oi, I've been told that's the incorrect pronunciation. What you've just done there.
What?
Is it Bajcetic or Bajcetic? I keep forgetting.
To be honest, it's one of the two. I don't really know or care. So Bajcetic.
I think it's what I said, but I'll defer to Musty on that.
Of course, say it again.
I think it's Bajcetic. Okay, well,
so it might be my lazy voice, mate.
Okay, interesting. Rob says second half, expecting a change, and we play better in Liverpool second half. Well, that remains to be seen. Obviously, I'm also joined by Will. Hello, Will.
Hello.
How you doing, sir?
Sir, I'm doing well.
Wonderful. Musty says it's what I said, by the way, so for once, I got the pronunciation correct. Lovely stuff.
Musty stinks, though, mate.
Will, what are your thoughts on Musty stinking and being Greek?
I didn't think Musty was Greek. What?
Mad, isn't it?
Yeah, he's Greek.
Absolute scenes, isn't it?
Oh, mad. I can't believe it.
Yeah. But yeah, what do you think of that first half? How did you read that game?
Robertson's the best player on the pitch, not Fred. And it's been a bit cagey. I think that Elliott is getting pelters when he's the only Liverpool player other than Robertson who's tried to create anything. So I don't
He keeps giving the ball away, though. He's
the only one trying to do anything. He runs with it. He brings the... He sets the pace. He brings the ball forward. If you don't rate Elliott, I don't get it. I don't know what you're watching.
He's not a midfielder. He's not a midfielder. He can't.
He's probably better on the wing. But you got to admit, attacking-wise, he's your only output in midfield.
No, attacking, he's good, yeah, but defensively, he just it's worth nothing if you can't defend like that. And when you're putting him on the side of probably the worst one-on-one defensive player in the league, it's ridiculous. He's been fine, Trent, but it's just not going to continue if you're playing this fucking winger. We've got three wingers on the right side.
I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me.
And Will, would you like to slander Nunez at all? I know you don't like him. I know you hate him.
This is a myth. I like Nunez. He's not been very good. It's just give him time. That's my thing with Nunez. First season's rough. Liverpool are being shit. He'll probably be better next year.
Fairs. And any final thoughts on Harvey Elliott, Will, that you want to defend? Because I'm about to go to Zach, and I know that Zach will not be defending him.
Oh, God, yeah. Harvey Elliott is the only Liverpool player who can beat his man consistently.
Excellent.
Nah, that's waffle.
Mo says, I just saw the Gakpo goal. It reminds me a lot of Thierry Henry. Bold statement.
It was a great finish, to be fair.
It was lovely. It was terrible defending by Varane and Fred, but it was lovely. 100% lovely touch and finish. I'm not going to ask Will that, Musty fraud.
We're not asking.
Right, okay, fine. Okay, Musty says... no, it wasn't even a question for you. He just wants me to call you a paedophile, basically.
Oh. Well, you could. If it wasn't a question, you could have skipped it.
I know, yeah, but I went back to it because, I mean, he's not wrong, to be fair. So, Rob says, we've seen it all. We've won a lot. We're United. We're never going to stop. But can they win in the second half? That is the question. Ipsha says, Robertson, what a player. And we're also, it's the return of the Zach. Hello, Zach, mate. A Liverpool fan.
Hello. How are we doing?
How you doing, matey?
First of all, is my voice clear?
Yeah, I can hear it okay, yeah.
Right, great. Because I have some things that I need to say that need to be heard very
Excellent
clearly.
Stuff. Well, let's start with the Harvey Elliott take, because Will is defending him, Liam is not, and I'm pretty sure you hate the man.
Okay. Number one, I do not hate the man. I hate the man when he plays in midfield or when he's played in midfield, because on my life, I have not seen a worse midfielder at this club. I have never seen a man play worse at midfield at this club since Marko Grujic. And that says a lot. Bro, the man is terrible. He reeks.
Curtis Jones.
Listen, if I had a girl... Listen. If I had a girl who sucks as much as Harvey Elliott when he plays in midfield, I would be married with 3 kids, bro.
Tell me more, though, Zach. Why does he suck? What is it you don't like about him?
Bro, the guy, he tries to progress with the ball, but he doesn't do it. He tries to, but he's fucking shit at it.
Do you have some sympathy for him because he's not being played in his correct position?
Yeah, but you shouldn't be giving away like 5-yard passes. Come on, man. I mean, bro, did you see the ball that he gave away to Anthony that was almost a goal for Rashford? Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just basics of football. I swear, if this man played under Pep like this guy would be playing for Manchester 62 in Gibraltar right now. Bro, this guy is terrible.
Will, do you want to defend your boy?
So that pass was horrid. Honestly, it's the only mistake I can pinpoint he's done. Genuinely, I think he's been... Obviously, Fabinho isn't an attacking threat, neither is Henderson. So the only time that they create is when Trent or Robbo do something, or if Gakpo or Elliott do something from the middle, because Salah and Nunes get in behind. They don't really create.
No, I do agree with that. He's too weak. He's too fragile and small. That's my problem with him. He's just far too weak to be a midfielder.
You put a man like Harvey Elliott against a man like Casemiro. What the fuck did you think was gonna happen, man? Oh my days.
Harvey Elliott have had 3 chances if it wasn't for Nunes not knowing how to do a back heel. I'm sorry, he's the only person who's making any kind of edge.
But
I think Casemiro was dealt with fine so far anyway.
Enough about Elliott.
He's done nothing.
Enough about Elliott. We're running out of time. I have to say something here.
Okay, go on.
I've berated Elliott enough. Now it's time to get on to the best player on the pitch, Andrew Robertson, man. This guy, bro, this guy is the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer of left backs. This guy only performs when his job is under threat. We brought in Tsimikas, his job is under threat, and suddenly he's playing like prime Roberto Carlos. Did you see that assist for the Gakpo goal? Oh my days.
It was very good. Teb says Casemiro's been poor.
That's a messy type pass, man.
To be fair, his job is to mark Anthony. I'm pretty sure I could do
that. Oh yeah.
Right, guys, we are going to head to the second half now. But before we go, I want everyone's final score predictions. Liverpool obviously leading 1-0 right now. Zach, what is your final score prediction, please?
All stuff was cagey. Can't blame Liverpool for that. Can't blame United for that. Fuck you, Ten Hag. Play more attacking football. I think Liverpool just go defensive and it ends 1-0 or 1-1.
Excellent. Will?
2-1 United, Rashford and Bruno.
Oh, wow. And then Liam, a 2-prong question. I want a final score prediction, and Musty's asked, what are your thoughts on the F1 race?
Fuck off. F1 stinks, first of all. Anyone who watched it, you will never have sex or children or anything in your life because you're a weird person. Secondly, I said 2-0 before the game. I'm going to stick with it, but I'm not confident in that at all. And also, for anyone who does not like FSG, the plane... It wasn't shown on TV, but there's a lot of journalists posting about it right now. A big...
Was that banner that you paid money for?
Yeah. Yeah.
After all that, Sky didn't even bother showing it.
It got publicity though. It got publicity,
no
but
point.
Not on the main
there was
TV show. It
Yeah,
didn't.
surely the whole point was that they would get showed on TV.
CBS. It was on CBS. It wasn't, or whatever American thing it is. It wasn't on Sky.
That's hilarious. That's so funny.
I'm not sure why they put FSG out, Klopp in. I'm not sure why they put Klopp in, because Klopp is in. Like it.
This sounds like a very poorly made flag. I can't lie.
And it said enough is enough. Just why are the Klopp in? It makes no sense. But
It brought all the budget on something that didn't even make
I'm
it.
glad they actually done it, and I didn't get scammed. Well, I did get scammed, but not scammed.
Amazing.
As in it just didn't happen. You know.
Wonderful stuff. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you for supporting the channel. I'll speak to you in the second half. Guys, that was a Nobbler phone-in. If you would like to support the channel, support me directly, the best way to do that, so I can continue making content for you guys, the best way to do that is to click that link. You can join for as little as £12 a month, which is like less than the price of a takeaway. So if you would like to support, you're more than welcome to it. It genuinely would mean the world if you could. As I say, it really does help me continue making content for you beautiful people. Second half is nearly here. I got on Klopp's back today. If he manages to win it, he gets an official apology. Okay, Zach. That's fair enough. DS blocks Gakpo shots as musty. The one player I can think of who played under Pep and Klopp is Gundogan. He's played two totally different styles. Thiago Alcantara. Mario Götze. Who else? It's played under both. Someone else at Bayern, maybe? Probably. Someone else, I'm sure. There we go. Second half kicked off. Elliot disaster class income because I praised him. Hello, Daniel, my man. How are you doing? He says, I'm not buying this United hype. Their tactics just counter attacking. Yeah, I think that, you know, they're the third best team in the league. But I still do think there is a significant gap between them and Arsenal and City in terms of quality. Or is it all, Rob? Did Lewandowski play for both? Yes, he would have done, Musty, yeah. Mats Hummels played under both? Yeah, probably, Zach. Yeah, that sounds about right. Probably. Yeah, a couple. A couple. Anyway. Second half has commenced. 1-0 to Liverpool. Big for them in the battle for top four. Big. And if Liverpool get top four, if Liverpool get fourth place after being bad this season, let's be honest, then what on earth does that make everyone else beneath them? Goodness me. Oh, Shaw with a silly ball to Harvey Elliott, who is intercepted. Fabinho still makes it work. No, that's intercepted as well. But somehow it's still fault. This is very scrappy. And Nunez did really well. Clips it into Mo Salah. Salah with a nothing cross, really. Second ball to Elliott, and it's in the back of the net, and it's Darwizzy! It's Darwin Nunez, the Benfica man! That was one of the scrappiest goals I've ever seen in terms of the build-up play. It might even be an own goal, but it's in the back of the Man United net. And that is all that matters. Will, I'm not going to bite, you fraud. And that is surely game over. Surely. Elliot propagandist as well. Yeah, Darwizzy with that one. Let's take another look at this. It came from United giving the ball away. And then they just lost so many second balls. They had so many chances to get rid of it. Weghorst should have picked it up. Casemiro should have dealt with it better on 2 occasions. And then Varane, terrible from him. And then it comes to Salah, and Shaw should do better. And then Elliott pops it in, and it is indeed on target, despite Martinez's best efforts or Dallow's best efforts. Yeah, that was terrible by United. Mainly Casemiro and Luke Shaw. Absolutely atrocious by them. How many times were they unable to get it out? Tears was slandered Nunez 3 minutes ago. Get in, says Mo. And Elliott with the assist, indeed. Narmbread says, I can still see United getting a draw. Potentially. potentially, but they got to act now. The Rags deserve it, says Iptrus. Is this a bit of a reality check? Question mark. I don't know. Both Gakpo, who's supposed to join United, and Nunez, who United fans have rinsed this season, scored. Yeah, it's not been an impressive defensive display by either side, really. I had to change my dial. Well, you did call him Punez at the start of the stream, to be fair, Will. Maybe that's why. There are still more goals in this game, though. Liverpool are weak defensively. Here is Anthony. It takes the shot and straight to Alisson's grasps. Snubbed United, innit? And can Liverpool get into a rhythm, or can United nip it in the bud ASAP? Well, that's a nice turn by Fred. I should have played advantage, to be fair. He did well there. Fred. Casemiro trying to find Anthony quickly. That ball's never going to work. Oh, okay, fair enough, Will. I think it's KX who has who definitely doesn't like Nunez. I need us to not concede for the next 10 minutes at least, says Mo. Is that for you to enjoy the game and chill out and calm down? Grasps is a weird word. It is a weird word, isn't it, Musty? Grasp. I had it in my grasp. I don't know the origin of the word. I'm sure it makes sense. It'll be some derivative of Latin or some shit. No doubt. Casemiro trying to find Rashford in behind. Konate's got some work to do. Comes to Bruno Fernandes. Instead, Weghorst is in the middle. He beats Konate too easily there, Fernandes. But he can only find Henderson. And now Liverpool can counter-attack through Gakpo. If he can find Salah, and he can. Martinez trying to close him down. You don't want to be one-on-one with Salah. Oh, he's actually sent Martinez on his arse. Oh, what a goal that is. Oh, absolute scenes. What a goal. Oh, that was gorgeous. Martinez has been absolutely rinsed and embarrassed in 4K. Gakpo. Good God, Martinez has been embarrassed there. Salah sat him down about twice. It comes from Fernandes giving the ball away. Liverpool start it from their own half. And yeah, this is actually terrible by Martinez. Salah absolutely destroys him. He destroys him twice. And what a finish that is by Gakpo, by the way. That's a gorgeous little dink. That is insanely good. Yeah, Martinez got him humiliated. Love the finish by Gakpo as well. Everything about that goal I love. The fact it started from Liverpool's own box. One ball through to Salah. Salah destroys him. Plays in Gakpo, who just clips it in. Game over. Man United potential quadruple winners. Yeah. Terrible defending once again. This time by Martinez. Gakpo, who was going to become a United player, could he get a hat-trick against his hypothetical employers? Deary me. What a goal that was. Ipchi says, I feel Liverpool really affected by injuries this season. Part of the reason for their regression. I still think they should be up there challenging with this sort of performance. The Richie called Cooks is musty. That's their butcher, yeah. Oh, that could be a high foot, could it? I think Robertson got kicked in the face there. We'll have a look at that. Yeah, this is a Martinez performance much more similar to his performance at the Etihad, where he got destroyed by Foden. Let's have a look at this. There's a high foot on Robertson, I think. Oh, no, never mind. Nothing in it. 2-1 United still on as well. Amazing. Liam, did you say 3-1, Liam? Your prediction's still on. I think someone said 3-1. Anthony showing a yellow card for that. United ruining their missed chances early on in the first half. The main one for me was that Rashford one where I think, was it Casemiro? Oh no, so it was Luke Shaw who played like one ball. And like all Rashford had to do was get some decent contact on it. As it stands, it's a humiliation so far. 3-0. Yeah, just say cunt, to be honest. Here is Anthony. Can he do a Salah? No, he can't. He got tackled by Van Dijk. There is no auto mod. You can just pop off. They call Sancho the best centre half in the league, says Musty. Trent's got some work to do. He does it. Fair play. Mitras. Whenever United come up against a competent team, 9 times out of 10, pants get pulled down, says Seb. And Jonathan Morley will be jizzing himself in it. Nah, hits Fernandes. That's fine. Nah, it definitely came off you, Bruno, mate. Definitely came off you. And let's go to the league standings. We are big game merchants. So that means, as things stand, huge... Oh, what's Alisson done? Oh, gosh. I looked away for a second, and Fernandes is really angry at something. He keeps doing that. Well, let's go back to the match for a second. I don't know what happened there. I just tried to look at the league table in a lull in the match, and Alisson decides to pop off for some reason. Oh, Gakpo, before he slipped, did really well there. Fred held on to by Darwin. That is a foul. Right, let's take another look at the league standings, shall we? So huge in respect to the top 4 race. If Liverpool win their next game in hand, they will go 4th. They will go 4th in the table. And they'd actually, in that case, they'll only be 4 points behind United, would they? Oh no, because United also have a game in hand. Never mind. Never mind. But still, 4th place is definitely a huge, because Newcastle aren't going to be there, so it will be between Liverpool and Spurs. Spurs are Spurs. Oh, Alisson slipped again. Good. God, what is happening? This is so weird. Good lord. I bet you we're going to stink again next week, says Mo. You had to get in battle will never be unfunny, innit? Oh, Elliot, nice first-time ball to Salah. Oh, but Varane's able to get to it first. This is good, though, by Liverpool. Why does Alisson keep slipping? I don't know. It's like the Real Madrid game all over again. Seen them given not a lot of contact. Says, oh, yeah, I think he's got to chill out. Who did Liverpool play next? Great question. Let's find out. Well, they play Real Madrid next. I know that much. But in the league, Bournemouth away. So you'd expect them to win that one quite comfortably. Could it be 4? Oh, Robertson on his weak foot. Oh, never mind. It's not Real Madrid next. It is Bournemouth next. Oh, fairs. Fair dues. That could have been 4. Dearie me. Yeah, Bournemouth away is the next game. You expect them to win that. You'd expect them to close the gap on Spurs. Spurs, I can't figure out Spurs, man. I think they're shit. But they've got Forest at home. It'll be interesting. I actually don't know who's going to get top 4 now. I thought it was going to be Spurs, but it actually might be Liverpool. Here is Salah. Can they make it even more humiliating? No, they can't. Hello, Joes. Do you think Arsenal will win the league? I've been thinking it for months, to be honest, Joes. Gets a 7 out of 10 window in the summer, and we'll finish above United next season, says Mo Bold. Tavernier gonna dunk on Robbo. In it. Garnacho and McSauce. I'm pretty certain Arsenal will win the league, and it's depressing, says Owl. I think so. I think a huge element of it will come down to the game at the Etihad. If City win that, anything can happen. And then it's only 2 points in it, and City have a much superior goal difference. So that's only 1 draw, isn't it? And they've got to go to Anfield. Oh, Canate nearly made it 4. Yeah, Liverpool, Arsenal have got to go to Anfield. Arsenal have got to go to the Etihad. So there are still a couple games that you'd expect Arsenal to maybe drop points in. So it's going to be an interesting end to the race, for sure. Weghorst is off. He's been largely ineffective this game. Garnacho, that is genuinely awful hair. I can't lie. Take a shot, 4 shots, 90 points for the first time in years. Will, mate. Will. How many points did City get not last season, but the season before? Tell me. Tell me. How many points did they get? How many points did they get the year before that? Tell me. Thank you. Foden was really good yesterday. He was, Joe. He's been good since he's come back from injury. The Gundo season. No, not last season, the season before. Not last season, the season before. Oh, St. James's Park as well. Yeah, I didn't think about that. That'll be tricky. No way United need 3 goals and they bring on Garnacho and McSauce. That was last season, wasn't it? What do you mean the Gundo season? Do you mean the season where he won us the league? Am I being stupid? Wasn't that last year? What do you mean by the Gundo season, Musty? Yeah, it's exactly, Will. And how many points did we get the season before that, matey? How many points did we get the season before that? I'm just letting you know, because the way your message read, it was as if you were suggesting that City have regularly been getting 90 points the last few years. We got plus 90 points last season. We didn't get the season before that. We didn't get the season before that. And the season before that, and the season before that, we had a striker. Oh, well, there you go, Will. It's almost as if what you just said there was bollocks. Anyone else see the Traore goal? I've not seen it. Holland did look very good. I loved his little flick for the assist as well. Yeah, that's the one, Musty. We got like 84 points or 86 points or something. Season before that, we got 80-something. Season before that, we got 98 and 100 using a striker. Weird. Oh, that's a bad tackle by Martinez on Gakpo. Should be a yellow card. Gonna get the worst point house since 2019. I mean, I'd be surprised if it's not as good or better than 2 years ago, to be fair. To be fair, if we're being fair, and I think I am, it's the thing. So yeah, Will, check yourself before you start talking about 90-point seasons, you fraudster. Yeah, and so does Haaland, Will. Again, it's a striker. There's this weird... I might have to make a video about this because it's really annoying me. There's this weird sort of fetish and like fantasizing and revisionist history about City's false 9 years. People acting as if it's like the gold standard of City. No. We did it for 2 seasons. The first season, we were not good that year. I don't care we got to a Champions League final. We were not that good that year. Last season, we were very good. Yeah, sure. There's 1 season, but it did not come anywhere near to the level of the Centurion and domestic treble year where we actually played a striker. There's as I said, there's this weird romanticizing and yeah, I know it wasn't a false 9, Will. That's the fucking point I'm making. There's this really weird idea that we were at our peak when we played a false 9. We fucking weren't. We missed chance after chance after chance. Even last year, missed chance after chance after chance. It wasn't like we were unbelievable. This false history must end. Hello, Jack. How you doing, mate? It simply must end. Who's Man City's next game against? Great question. Is it West Ham? Let's find out. Oh no, Palace away. Palace away, then Leipzig. Oh, then Burnley. Oh, FA Cup, of course. Yeah, exactly, Musty. It is a weird revisionist history that people like to... It's like, oh, when they had the false 9 and they were fucking better than Pep's Barca. No, we fucking weren't. We were not that fucking good, okay? We were not that fucking good. Yeah, but Kane's a better player than Haaland, Will. Of course he would be better. He's a better player. What a surprise. So yeah, we're not having this, Will. And you said, and you were one of these people, Will, where you just said then the message before, where you were trying to suggest that, oh, you know, it's been years since we've had like a 90 point season or something. Oh no, it'd be the first time we haven't had a 90-point season in years. That's bollocks. It's not true. So you have also fallen into the trap. It's as simple as that. It simply is as simple as that. Da, 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 da. Where's my chat going? I can't. Sorry if you're sending messages. I'm trying to sort the chat out. Right, it might be working now. COVID tax. All right, well, if he's being cheeky, there's no point talking about it, is there? Fergie picture things haven't changed. Hello, Miz. How are we doing? Okay, I'm now caught up on the chat. How long you been shitting for? There we go. But you've just had to refresh it. All good. It's all good in the proverbial hood. That was a strong one by McTominay. Referee didn't even say it was a foul. Okay, now he does. Maybe I was thinking Star Wars, yeah. Yeah, exactly, Will, you fraud. We were not good that year. We won that year by default. We won that year because there was no one else good in the league. Oh, that's bad by McTominay. That's really bad. Is that not a red card? Question mark? Is that not a red? No? Studs up? High? Only a yellow? Okay. What do you guys reckon? What do you guys reckon? Not a red? A red? Question mark? What? I did a race type thing to walk 80k. My legs are fucked and got lost on TikTok. Amazing, Miz. We were topped by Christmas, well, I thought we were going to do it back to back. Yeah, if there was a competent Liverpool that year, then I don't think City win the league that year. That season is overhyped because we got to a Champions League final, but we weren't that good that year. We weren't that good. We were fine. We did enough to win, but that was because then. I mean, how far off were United that year? Were they like? Did they get like 70 odd points or something? Zach says it's a red. Will says it isn't orange. I'd give a red personally. Also, our resident referee says it could be a red. So a 50-51. Fernandez ball in. I mean, United have to score now if they want to do something. If just to avoid humiliation. And it could get even worse. Here's Darwin. Play it to Harvey Elliott. And he does, but it's a good interception. No, it's somehow false to Salah. Oh! What a finish by Mo Salah. Of course. He plays against United. He scores against United. How many times has he done that in his career? I don't know why United are committing so many bodies forward when you're 3-0 down. You've lost. But there we go. 4. Humiliation for United. Reality check. You're not in a title race. Piss off. There we go. Lovely goal. Salah was too strong for Anthony. I think it was McSauce who nearly got an interception. Yeah, McTominay intercepted. But then, then Casemiro, who's not had a good game, just doesn't really know what to do with it. Doesn't get there quickly enough. It does fall kindly to Salah, you could say, but it's still not defended well at all. What a finish on his weak foot, by the way. That's a gorgeous goal. Moments after United could have been given a red card. Salah smashes it in off the crossbar. Lovely finish. And that is reality. How many times have United lost by 4-0 this season? Didn't lose 4-0 against Brentford as well. There we go. Wait, is that the most goals? What was I missed that. Was that most goals by a Liverpool player or something in the Premier League era? I missed that. What was that record he just beat? Or equaled by Robbie Fowler? All of these goals have been so good. This is the first time played well in so long. Indeed. Liverpool are playing well. I would say that United are not doing themselves any favours. I think Casemiro has been shit for the most part. I think the centre-halves, obviously, Varane and Martinez have been wank for the most part, especially in terms of the goals. I get that from Casemiro. He's just allowed Nunez to go past him far too easily. Oh, sure. Oh, I just heard Carragher go, whoa, whoa, whoa. I looked down. Is Shaw going to get sent off here? What happened there? Will, what are you talking about, mate? How many more goals have they conceded than us? They've conceded 6 more goals than us. They've conceded 4+ however many times. How many times have we conceded more than 3 in a game? They were so lucky against us United in the last fixture with that offside decision, Sipchas. I agree. Yeah, Shaw needs to calm down. Calm down, lads. What's happening, says Dan. United are capitulating. That's what's happening. Let's take another look at this. What happened? Oh, Nunez and Shaw had a little tuffle there. No need for Shaw to do that. No need. No need at all. Oh, Nunez. He's an angry man. He's an angry man. It's a thing. That's 4 clear red cards United haven't been given today, says Zach. City hold the ball much more, so face less attacks. United back 4 players. City's team, they'd fare better. Well, they don't, so therefore they aren't better. What? They've conceded 6 more goals. How many times have they conceded 3 and 4 in one game? I'm going to look now, actually. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. Obviously, just a little angry man. I've got no reason to be angry. United losing. It's quite funny. Is Garnacho, Shaw, a Liverpool clear it away? Where's the start of the season gone? 1. I'm counting how many times. 2. City conceded at least 3 goals in the game. No, not there. Not there. Not there. Right. 2. Man United. Why is Bruno always angry? He is an angry man, isn't he? Not handball, says Owl. I agree. United pay off the refs attack. Brilliant. United, where art thou? Where art thou? Where's the start of the season? There we go. 1. 2. Where else? Where else? It's only 2, really. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. No, 3. Never mind, I'm not. 4. Yeah, so they've... I mean, City haven't conceded 4 in one game. United have conceded 4 in one game twice, and then conceded at least 3 twice as much as City. Interesting. Very interesting. Must says football's a weird game. United beat Barca. Barca beat Real. Real beat Liverpool. Liverpool beat Madrid. That's the beauty of the football, Musty. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. 20 minutes left. Surely for United, it's just about game management. A lot of it is, well, yeah. Well, they've also got someone who is, like I keep getting told is like the best defensive midfielder in the world ahead of them, protecting them as well. Well, I think it's literally only you who thinks that United have been better defensively than City this season. They've conceded more goals. They've conceded at least 3 goals in a game more times than City. They've conceded at least 4 goals in a game twice, which City haven't done once. So no idea how we're operating under the idea that United have been better defensively than City. Interesting. Very interesting, but there we go. A few days before Leipzig City and Kunku and Schalke have gotten injuries. Good. Get injured. I don't want you playing. I don't want you playing against us, to be fair. I said the United defense is better, not that they've been better defensively. What? I said the United defense is better. How on earth are they better, though? In what reality? Dallow's not better than Walker. Cancelo's not here anymore, but Shaw's not better than Cancelo. Varane ain't better than Diaz. Martinez ain't better than Laporte. Like, what? What planet are we operating on? They haven't been better defensively, and they haven't... Oh, is Rashford going to score from the tight angle? Hits the post. Yeah, Will, I think you're having a massive mare here. Can't lie. Players who have played for both City and Palace. Tell me, Joes. Tell me. Tell me. The back four is better. But how is the back... In what reality is the back four better? In what reality is Dalot better than Walker? In what reality is Varane better than Ruben Diaz? In what reality is Martinez better than Laporte? As I say, he's not here now. In what reality is Shaw better than Cancelo? What? Moses Trent, good bit of defensive play. This game is actually perfect. Yeah, I thought that battle between Rashford and Trent would have been a huge element, but it just hasn't been. Rashford just hasn't been able to get into the game. Diaz and Laporte barely played together this season. Why is that relevant, Will? You're saying that they're better. You're saying they're better players. They aren't better players at all. They just aren't. Because you can say Stones if you want. It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. Name does not seem happy. Who is that, Miz? Who is that? Please tell me. Yeah, well, good for you, mate. I'd rather have the back four that's better defensively and has the better players, but you do you, matey. Dan says, Arsenal United fans say Sleeper Martinez is better than Diaz when they are both inconsistent and been good for half a season. I think people just need to make the distinction between a player being better on form and a player being better overall. That's all. Adebayor play for both, says Joe's. Yeah, I don't know. I just simply don't know. He's just throwing his chair around his room. Excellent, excellent stuff. Could it be 5? Van Dijk at the back post. No. Henderson. Oh, Nunez! 5-0. 5-0. Darwin Nunez with the goal. This is destruction. I tell you what, let's celebrate with the City fans. Oh, dearie me. Oh, they're leaving the ground. And they are out of here. Lol. Ball in. It's cleared away. They've got so much time to just go out to them. They do not. Nunez is too easy. He goes in behind Casemiro and Dalot. Sorry, Varane and Dalot. Not Casemiro and Dalot. And there we go. Another goal. 5-0. 5. Count them. 5. And this is the first time United conceded 5 in a season. Sorry, in a game this season. 5. It's a very good header. 5. That's mad. Oh, Shaw got lucky there. I can't take combined 11 seriously, Will. I'm sorry. Darwin and Gakpo both dunked on them. This is fake. Could it be 6? I mean, Liverpool are still coming forwards here. They smell blood. They want even more. They want even more. Another ball in. Oh, and nearly came 2 years at the back post. Deary me. City pool on top, innit? Yeah. Yeah, Will. If you could action that as soon as possible, that'd be sensational. That would be sensational, thank you. Very much one play for one. You're not wrong, Joes. You're not wrong. He did play for us for a very short time. I think he was just doing that for vibes, to be honest. Baldy's at the wheel. Tell me, how's it feel? Baldy, where are you? Oh, Malasia's on, by the way. I don't know if it's Malasia or Malasia. I like both of the pronunciations, though. And there's Sabitzer. Imagine being brought on at 5-0 down. Absolute AIDS. And there's a quadruple substitution happening here for Liverpool. Goodness me. And it's weird because this isn't like a... It's not like this United team is what's the word? is like weak in terms of like personnel. Apart from Eriksen for Fred, it's basically what you'd say is like the best 11. Isn't it basically the same 11 that beat Newcastle as well? Yeah. If anything, Fred being the defensive player is more defensively solid than Eriksen being there. So it's very weird that they've conceded 5 today. That was the off 1L and Gakpo off. Oh, no hat-tricks today. Was it? It's just a derby recently. Liverpool seemed to cook United. But they didn't earlier in the season. It went the other way. I know it only ended 1-0, but United's dominance was telling in that game. Milner on for Fabinho. Well, you can do what you want, to be honest. That is game over. That is GG. 5-0 against your arch rival. When was the last time City conceded 5 in a game? What was that Everton game under Pep in his first season where it was like the worst game ever? I feel like that was 4-0 or 4-1. Has City ever conceded 5 in a game under Pep? Does anyone know? Is there a way I can find that out? If I go to Wikipedia, if I go to like, will it say like biggest win and biggest defeat or something? Is that a thing? Or am I thinking of FM? Oh no, yeah, biggest defeat, 2-0. That was last season, so we didn't concede 5 last season. Oh no, but I guess we could win 5-4. Leicester. Oh, that was before Ruben Diaz. Yes, I think you're right. Was that the 2021 season? Was that 5-2? Is that right? I think you might be right. I want to find out now. Man City versus Leicester 2021. Yeah, 5-2, yes. Yes, that was terrible. I remember, and I think, like, the day after... Oh, yeah, Eric Garcia played, that's why. I think the day after, we signed Ruben Diaz. And then... Oh, what a surprise, guys. ACL Mendy played. And, yeah, and we signed Ruben Diaz the next day. And obviously the rest is history there. It was almost like we needed to get pumped. Like, right, we need a centre-half now. Oh, it could get worse. He's been held on to by Shaw or Salah. Again, I think Shaw's been getting away with it here. I think Luke Shaw's a very lucky boy. I know, Danny was terrible, wasn't he? Oh, yeah, but Borough are doing bits, Will, aren't they? They better come up to the Premier League, Will. Carrick better not let me down. How tall is Bajcetic? Why is Google saying 6'1"? Let's have a look. Well, let's see what Wikipedia says. He is 6'1", apparently. That is according to the internet, the Google, the Wikipedia. Maybe he is that tall. I don't know. Bruno just gave the line a light push. I'd send him off personally, but that's just me. You're a very harsh ref, aren't you, Owl? I like that, though. You don't take shit. I mean, maybe he is. I don't know. Oh, Bajcetic did really well there. Beat Fernandez far too easily. Maybe it's because of the socks. Maybe it's because he's quite scrawny. I don't know. It's like Martinez. I thought Martinez was shorter than he is. I think it's just because he stands next to Varane, who is obviously quite tall. There's Sir Kenny Dalglish. No, yeah, definitely Owl. That's why, even though I don't watch rugby, that's why I like rugby, because they actually respect the referees. We're going for second. If Sheffield United win their game in hand, they'll be 7 points ahead. There's still a hope of autos, then. There's still a hope. Do you play Sheffield at all? Do you play Sheffield United? Because if so, that's obviously huge. Oh, what a game. I knew the Benfica kit would bring Nunez good luck. Here is Harvey. Firmino. Oh, nearly a good touch. Oh! Oh, look at the abs from Mo Salah. Shambolic once again by United. 6-0. 6. You're an embarrassment. 6-0. A record margin, apparently. I must say, Ten Hag, what a transformation. I must say. Guys, I would much rather have this United defence. I'd much rather have it. I can't lie. Liverpool top goal scorers in Premier history. Mo Salah now at number 1. Overtaking Fowler. That's fair for taking your shirt off, to be fair. You know, this has been the stinkiest second half. It was only 1-0. What is this? What is Luke Shaw doing, man? Oh, fuck off. Is he offside? Don't be AIDS. Come on. They're going to give this as offside, are they? That's going to be so upsetting, man. I don't know what Luke Shaw was doing. It's given. Hey! You could argue that United were the better side in the first half. What's happened? Terrible. Hello, Rahand. United destroyed, humbled, embarrassed by Liverpool. Indeed, we love that. Ten Hag, the same age as Klopp, achieved 10,000 times less. We know why. Massively outclassed, says Mo. Exactly, Owl. Exactly. Elanga's on. Wow, guys, they're 6-0 down, but they're bringing on Elanga. Come on. Absolute ropes. Oh, you won 3-1. Excellent stuff, Will. Yeah, I don't know where that's come from. Ake's been unreal. Has Fowler scored more because he was at City in the Prem? Probably, yeah. Yeah, he played for other clubs. Why couldn't United play like this against us as Owl? Yeah, so this is the record for this fixture or something. 6-0. Insane. Pep City has surely never conceded 6. Surely not. Elanga will grid United to victory. Dear me, 6-0. An embarrassment. An embarrassing display. And hilarious. Shut, Will, I hate you so much. I don't care if we get top 4 or not. This season is done for me. I'm happy. Shaw has been horrific. They've all been horrific. Dalot's probably been their best defender. Varane was at fault for the first goal. Martinez got rinsed twice. And then there was a header by Darwin, which Varane should have done better with as well. Hello, Devon. How you doing? Didn't Cake say I'm going to kill myself if we don't win? Oh, God. My games today got cancelled because the other team forfeited because of lack of players. We should get the points. Yeah, definitely, Dan. 100%. Yeah, definitely. If you haven't already got the points, definitely appeal. Oh, that is hilarious, man. 6-0. 6. Against your arch rivals. What are you doing? Guys, these are the reigning defending League Cup champions. Ah! Do I want to see it? I don't know, Miz. Is it going to give me AIDS? Like Will's did. Last 7, Man U have only scored 1 at Anfield, and that was Lingard under Mourinho. Liam, you are such a fraud, man. City and Liverpool scoring 6 against the Rags this season, innit? It says City's match against West Ham's postponed. Is it? I thought it was not next week, the week after or something. Oi, Liam, shut up. Hello, Tom, how you doing? You must be absolutely buzzing. My boy, Darwin. Yeah? My boy. My Benfica lad. Oh, yeah, it does say postponed. I'm not sure then. Not sure when that game is. I've always believed in Klopp. I love this guy. He's such frauds. I swear. Adam Johnson. What the hell? What is going on? So let's have a look at the league standings, because this would be a big thing for the goal difference as well, I feel like. You never know. It could come down to that. Right. United's goal difference is 7. Oh my God. It's going to get worse. Oh my God. Please score again. What the fuck? What is happening? It's 7-0. Oh! Fucking hell. 7! Oh, fans on the pitch. Si, senor. Yeah, there's a knobhead who ran onto the pitch, though. And Klopp's angry. As he should be. Oh. 7-0. 7-0. Anyway, back to 7. The convenient I was saying that because their goal difference is now 6. Man United have a goal difference of 6. How is that? How is it possible to be that bad? That's like the same goal difference as Fulham. That's worse than Brentford. Best defense in the league. Will, please take back your comments, please. Please. Will, is that supposed to be Liverpool? Is that going to be a penalty on Trent? As Google has postponed safety concerns as a result of extreme weather. Oh. Nah, it's not a penalty. Last 10 games, aggregate score, Liverpool 36 to United. This is that. Oh, Gasky, we're going to do the podcast tomorrow. Gasky's going to kill himself, I feel like. How on earth? 7-0 it's just like mental. Because of the snow. Oh. United thought they were Southampton. Oh, this is actually hilarious. I'm sorry if you're a United fan, but this is hilarious. I can't help but laugh. You won't do the podcast because Gasky won't be there. Oh my god, poor man. I thought it was ropes at the start of the season when I was mocking him for mocking United for losing 4-0 to Brentford, a game to forget. I don't think it'll get that worse. Yet here we are. Will, do you not think that if any defense concedes 7 goals, that massive questions have to be raised? I'll take Gasky's place as Miz. What's your problem, Musty? Hello, Shay. Guys, maybe they can make it 7-1. Ten Hag must be fuming indeed. His side have been well and truly ripped apart, embarrassed, destroyed, humiliated. And this is big for the top 4 race. And again, why are they committing so many bodies forward? It's 7-0. It's 4-on-3. God, what is their problem? It could have been 8. Genuinely, it could have been 10. They all seem completely horrid today. They've been class most this season, apart from when they conceded 4 against Brentford and when they conceded 3 against someone else twice. Oh no, it was 4 times, wasn't it? I don't think Shaw's been better than Ake. No. No. They should concede 7. And they've conceded many goals throughout the season. No. What's your problem, Musty? I didn't see it. Sorry. How was there 3 minutes of our time when there's literally been 6 goals? Probably because they couldn't be bothered. Probably because they're like, the game's over. Let's just end it here. Oh, Shaw nearly got done by Jota then. Because DR United have been embarrassing. They've been actually terrible. Casemiro's been shit. The whole defense has been shit. Yeah. They've been terrible. They've been really bad. It's so funny. And hi, DR. How you doing? Of course, Rob. You got to do it. You've got to do it. I mean, it's also a debate whether you're a paedophile, Will, but we all know you are. Oh, absolute scenes. Oh, Gary Neville, Colin Bruno Fernandes, embarrassing. Yeti, how have you been? He did twice, must he? 7-0 worst result versus Liverpool ever. It absolutely is. And that is full time. Wow. 7. Where was the last time United conceded 7? Does anyone have that stat? Has that even happened in the post-Fergie era? 7? I know they've done 6 a couple of times. 7? I'm sure in the very early days of football, there would have been... in the very early days of like football, I'm sure there would have been like, you know, like a really weird game where they lost 10-0 or something. But in the Premier League era, that's surely their biggest ever loss. 7-0 is unforgivable. At 4-0, why don't you set up shop and go, enough? No. No more goals get conceded. They kept attacking. Like right to the end, when it was 7-0, they had a free kick. Why are they committing so many bodies forwards? The game's over. There we go. Absolutely insane game of football. Absolutely insane. I don't really know what to say in terms of the game. 1931, the last time they lost 7-0. Dear me. So obviously their biggest ever defeat in the Premier League era comes under Ten Hag's stewardship. This game doesn't change the fact we are 5th. But, Liam, you do have a game in hand, to be fair. If we have a look at the table, United's goal difference is so bad. Let's have another look. I'm just going to look at it because it's making me laugh. What can't you believe, Will? Yeah, so their goal difference is 6. I don't think this was ever in doubt, but just... I'm not saying anyone in this chat was doing it, but I think some United fans were getting a bit too big for their boots. Man United's goal difference is 6. Man City's is 41. These are the sort of levels. Baldy's going to win our bets as well. Oh, what was the bet? They'll get top 4. I've never watched a funny game. Yeah, so Liverpool, if they win their game in hand... And as I said, the goal difference is big because they are now 9 clear on goal difference over Spurs. If they win their game, they will be on the same points, but they will win on goal difference. They'll get top 4 on goal difference. So that could be huge. You would fully expect it to be Liverpool versus Spurs for that top 4 space. In terms of United, I still think they're going to comfortably get 3rd. But any idea of them getting 2nd or even 1st, you know, obviously that ain't happening. It wasn't happening before this, but you know, obviously it isn't happening now either. So yeah. I just don't really know what happened. Josh, I don't know. Shut up, Will. You can't be the best defense in the league if you concede 7 goals. Unless there's some really weird... even if you had 10 men, you shouldn't concede 7 if you're a top club. We're going to finish 3rd or 4th, but it's still not good enough, says Liam. Yeah, because the first half, I thought you could have said either way, you know, it was even. Maybe United just edged it. Maybe Liverpool just edged it. Second half, United were nowhere. Just didn't do anything. Look at the attack momentum bar. Got to go to my shift. Oh, are you working, Diaz? Do you have a job? Hello, maths. Opinions on the result, hilarious. Yeah, really, really funny. Can't actually get over how funny that is for a moment, just because I keep seeing people say, United are back, baby. No. This is there's still a huge work that needs to be done for United. Decent game. Yeah, Quinch, decent result for Liverpool, I think. Cash at your own control. Excellent stuff, DR. Wonderful. Get that P, get that money, get that bread. I was sweating badly at halftime. That's what I'm saying. The first half was a very even contest. But then they just died. And then the second goal went in. And I don't know when the exact minutes were. But I feel like the third followed so quickly after the second. Let's take a look at when the minutes of the goals were. So yeah, so 43rd. Yeah, and then 4 minutes later. And then 3 minutes after that. So... Sorry, no, 2 minutes... Wait, what? When did Gakpo score? Oh, yeah. So 2 minutes after the second half. And then 3 minutes after that. So in the space of 5 minutes, the game was gone. And then they just couldn't recover. And they just kept committing bodies forward and kept getting caught out on the counter-attack. And really terrible individual things as well. Hello, Burnsy. How you doing? If you're new, by the way, make sure to follow the stream. What did Ten Hag tell them as well? He said, right, Will's been bigging us up as the best defence in the league. Got to do that justice. I wasn't confident winning until it was 3 in it. United took 007 to another level. Hello, Rob, who says, going into the game, I was saying 2-1 to us. I didn't expect us to 100% win. I didn't expect a humbling. I expect if we lose 2-1 or 3-1. Yeah, 7-0 is just insane. I mean, even if it's... Goodbye, South. Even if it's Arsenal against Bournemouth or City against... Southampton or Bournemouth or whoever, in the Premier League, you should never be losing 7-0, no matter what level of team you are. But the fact that it's a top team that's lost is really weird. It's really weird. School tomorrow's going to be funny, especially when my school is full of United fans, 100%. The podcast is going to be very interesting. I do host it with my Manchester United friend, and he lives with a Liverpool fan, by the way. So I've no idea how that dynamic's going to be working. If you haven't already subscribed to the podcast on YouTube and follow it on Spotify and Apple Music, click that link there. Because it's a thing. We got schooled by Villa a few years ago. It happened, but it shouldn't happen, Burnsy. It shouldn't happen ever. Yeah, it was just absolutely insane. That game. Gasky in the mud, yeah. I'll try to go easy on him, but... You know, I've got to laugh to an extent, haven't I? Like, come on. Oh, dearie me. What a game. What a result. Honestly, from a City perspective, United are our local rivals. It's interesting, because at the start of the season, when this game happened, I was happy when I was celebrating the United goals. Because... That was still early days in the season, and in my head, Liverpool were going to be a big threat to City in the title race. But now it's the opposite way around, in that Liverpool are nowhere. United sort of... I mean, they're not there or thereabouts, but you know what I mean. So happy that Liverpool won today. Also happy it's an embarrassing defeat because it's funny. It'll make the appearances on the Football Terrace next week interesting. Hello, Louis. I'm a Newcastle fan, says Charlie. We'll look at it and score 9 or 10. Yeah, Rob, honestly... It wouldn't be an exaggeration to say 10-0 probably would have been a fair reflection. Because there were so many times where United just kept shooting themselves in the foot and giving the ball away, and giving the ball away, and giving the ball away, and giving the ball away. Hello, Rake. The goal difference is fucked. It is, yeah, they've got 6 goal difference. I can't remember the last time I saw a team in like the top 3, top 4 have a goal difference that shit. That's awful. 6. And goal difference matters, by the way, because 75% of the time, the team with the best goal difference wins the league, so goal difference does matter. If it is 10-0, it'd be the worst Prem result. How you doing, Louis? How you doing, Digster? Faraz? Tell Gasco I think about a nice back 4. Don't say defence, say back 4. What's the difference, Will? Will, do you mean individuals overall, or are you talking about this season as individuals? Are you talking about form or as the overall player? I can't tell what you're referring to. Last year, you had to go 0 goal difference. They did, and they finished, what, was it 5th or 6th? Yeah, that was mental. Clearly, Liverpool were... Includes the woman in goal. Shut up, Will. Clearly, Liverpool and Nunez were inspired by my Benfica kit for Darwin Nunez to get a brace. To think this time last week they were celebrating a trophy. Yeah, football what is it? A week is a long time in football, or is a week not a long time in football? I can't remember. It's one of them. There's a saying about weeks and times in football. Salah Bobby link up though, says Reiki. Absolutely. Firmino getting his goodbye goal. He's obviously leaving at the end of the season. Yeah, just a truly terrible game of football for, you know, oh gosh, right, Gaskey's texted me. Let's have a look. He said, Gaskey's message was saying, no podcast this week, yeah. Was very close to snapping at his Liverpool friends. Kill me now. Reiki, thank you so much for following the channel. I mean, the back four is a unit, how they operate in terms of partnerships. Okay, well, I still strongly disagree, but I can tell Gaskey that. I'm sure Gaskey would just laugh. But ask that as a Nobgas thing, Will, if you could. That'd be great. Now makes Liverpool have a more chance for top four. Absolutely. I think that's going to give them a huge momentum boost. And I do now, my opinion has changed. I think they are going to get top four now. I think Spurs won't be able to keep up, won't be able to handle it. That's what I think. Right, guys, that was the stream. Absolute scenes. Absolute scenes. If you haven't already done so and you're able to, and if you like, only if you like the content, please do consider supporting me on Patreon. The link is there. It really does help me keep making videos and streams for you lovely people. You also get to ask questions. We get loads of perks, but one of them, we are doing the podcast tomorrow. You can submit your questions for me and Gaskey to answer on the podcast. And it is a Benfica kit, Digster, absolutely. And we will be recording the podcast tomorrow. Me and my Man United mate. Hopefully, he's not too depressed. If you've got any questions about the Patreon, DM me on Discord. Feel free to reach out to me. You can join for as little as £1 a month, so it is quite cheap in that respect. And yeah, I'll see you all next time. Tuesday, Champions League. What's the game? Is it Dortmund-Chelsea? Yes. So I'll see you Tuesday for then. Chelsea versus Dortmund. Will we see a future Liverpool player at the bridge in Bellingham? Goodbye, guys.